Hello again everybody, this is Gusto and I have another review for you today. Recently I was sent a case of MREs, actually two cases of MREs from Rattattoo from MREinfo.com, and there's one in that box that I was particularly excited about doing. I was going to wait until I had a few more of the international ones and the 2013 case finished, but I just honestly couldn't wait any longer. So the MRE I'm going to be reviewing today is the 2008 Menu 4 Cheese and Veggie Omelet. This is an MRE that has been described as one of the very worst that's ever been put out there. My last review was of a 1982 Franks and Beans. That was pretty bad. Can't imagine this being worse than that. On YouTube I've seen KiwiDude and GSchultz9 review this one. Both of them didn't have high praises for it, but at any rate I've been really looking forward to getting into this one, so without further ado, let's go ahead and break into it and see what we have inside. So this is packaged by the Warnock Company, and date code on this bag. I don't see an external date code anywhere, but I do know this came out of a case that was packaged in May of 2008, so it should be right around that date. So this has a peelable seal. Opens fairly easily. Alright, let's see our contents. We have a cinnamon scone. There's the accessory pack. We'll get into that in a minute. Salsa Verde. Apple butter. A standard MRE spoon. Crackers, regular crackers. Dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. I've had a banana one of these and it's pretty good, so this may be this MRE's saving grace. There's a French vanilla cappuccino instant powder, FRH, and a hot beverage bag, and the star of the show, the cheese omelet with vegetables. So typically an omelet will include eggs, cheese, and vegetables. Look at this list. It's really impressive. Alright. So let's get that heating up. As for the accessory pack that I forgot to open, there's the date code for this pack, which is 8074, so 2008, 74th day. Go ahead and open this up. Moist towelette, salt, toilet paper, matches, spiced cider drink. Haven't had one of those before, and chiclets. So here's the FRH. Let's see if I have any luck opening this thing up this time. Opens up fairly easily. The entree. There is the cheese omelet with vegetables. I'm not gonna squish this around at all. I want it to kind of maintain its integrity. There you go. Get this into the bag. Just one thing to heat up this time. There's a lot of granules outside of that heating pack, so I don't have really high hopes for this working perfectly. Alright, so let's get a little water in there. There we go. I overfilled a little bit. Okay. Put everything down in there. Hold it over. Lay it flat for a second. See if I can feel these starting to get warm. Make sure all those pads are nice and wet. Doesn't seem to be reacting much at all. Starting to make a little bit of noise. Just not getting very hot. Starting to feel a little bit of heat, so let's get it in the box. My or something today is going to be my Chuck Norris page-a-day calendar. It says Chuck Norris doesn't need a GPS. Chuck Norris decides where he is. Let's give that about 15 minutes. Alright, so let's get everything else out on a tray. Go ahead and start with the crackers. Again, there's your date code 8126. See if we can hear a hiss. Yep, good one. Smells pretty much like nothing, which is in this case a good thing. All comes out in pretty much one piece. Here's the cinnamon scone. It smells good. There we go. We have the granola. Instructions say to add 2 to 4 ounces of water to the pouch and stir it up. Alright, let's open it up. Oh man, those blueberries are pretty big in there. Let's get a little bit of water in there. Mix it up a little bit. Might have put a little too. Oh no. I forgot the all-important first step. Oh. Taking out the oxygen absorber. That won't taste very good. Alright, let's get back to that. We'll let that sit for a second. Let's mix up our French vanilla cappuccino. This says to add 6 ounces of water, so we'll do that. Open it up. So we'll seal it up and give it a good shake. There you go. As for beverages, we also have spiced cider drink. This also says to add 6 ounces of water. This is hot water. Hopefully that'll mix up well in hot water. Give that a good stir. Well, that's mixing up just fine. Smells pretty good. Smells like cinnamon and apples. We have apple butter. Let's put some of that on the cracker. I love apple butter. Looks pretty normal for apple butter. Smells pretty good. Smells a lot like the cider. Let's go ahead and put our granola on the tray. May have used a little bit too much water, so it's kind of soggy. It's alright. Smells good. Big blueberries in there. Alright, so this thing's been heating for about 15 minutes and the heater's been pretty sluggish, so I'm not real hopeful about this being hot. It's warm on both sides, so it's heated through about as much as it's going to, but it stopped making noise, no steam coming out of there, so I'm just going to take what it gave me and get on with plating this up. Yeah, not very hot at all. Oh well. Alright. Don't want to break this apart, so I'm going to try to be kind of gentle opening it up. Oh man. It is just kind of a pasty glob in there. It looks horrible. Alright, behold. That's terrifying. Let's take a trip around the plate. I'm going to start with the most appealing part of it, and I think that's probably the blueberry granola. This smells really good. It's got a really sweet smell, big blueberries in there. Looks like it has nice texture, lots of oats and granola stuff in there. That's really good. Not too sweet, but good blueberry flavor. Very good crunch to the granola, even though it's been rehydrated. It's not soggy. I was kind of worried I'd put too much water in there. I'm taking another bite. That's good. I like that. Just like the banana granola or banana oatmeal that I had. Very good fresh fruit flavor to it. Let's try some cracker just by itself. These are the standard plain Mre crackers, and they are very plain. No salt to speak of. There's a very bland smell to them, if any at all. Actually, those are a little saltier than the other modern ones I've had recently. That's not bad. Let's try it with the apple butter. There you go. Pretty typical texture for apple butter. I love apple butter. It's very good. Well, I may as well get to the omelet. I'm going to zoom in on it so you can see the texture a little better. And essentially, this is the consistency of Play-Doh. It's probably because it's not very warm, but it feels like Play-Doh, and it looks like Play-Doh. It doesn't have much of a scent to it at all. I'll cut a piece off of that. It cuts just like Play-Doh. Alright, there you go. I'll try to flip it over. Look at that. It's all grainy. It kind of feels like putty. It's pretty gross. You can see some vegetables, I guess. It's green. Kind of smells a little cheesy. Ugh. You know, the flavor's not horrible. It's salty, and you can taste the cheese, but it's that texture. It's just kind of like a putty, grainy texture to it. Yeah, I don't know. I can see why this wasn't really a favorite. Ugh, yeah. It's all about the texture. The flavor's really not that horrible. There's really no vegetable flavor to pick out there. I know it's got some onions and green peppers and stuff like that in there, but you can't really taste anything distinct. It's more kind of a cheesy flavor overall. Let's go with the scone. It's really crumbly. Smells a lot like the cinnamon pastry that I had not too long ago. Break it open. It looks like it has some cinnamon chunks in there. It's got a really good scent to it. Take a bite off of that. It smells better than it is. It's got the same texture as maybe a little bit more flaky than a wheat snack bread, but it doesn't have a whole lot more flavor other than just the sweet cinnamon bits in there. The texture is pretty unappealing. It's really dry. Let's go to the drinks. Then we'll try the omelet with some Salsa Verde on it. Let's start with the spiced apple drink. That's really good. I like that. I hadn't had it before, but it's just an apple cider. Very tasty. You can taste the cinnamon in there. And then the cappuccino. It's mixed up pretty well. It's pretty bland. I don't think I put too much water in there, but it actually doesn't have that much flavor. Really sweet. Not a whole lot of coffee flavor to it. Alright, so there's the Salsa Verde. Let's see if that makes the omelet any better. It's certainly not going to help the texture at all, but let's see if it adds any flavor. You know, I think I'm going to try some of this on its own first. See what its flavor is. Ugh, it's kind of a watery green. Ugh. It's actually pretty spicy. I like that. Let's put a little bit on omelet and see if that helps it at all. Alright, there you go, with some salsa verde. You know, as bad as the reviews are on this entree, that with the salsa verde, and if this was heated up a little bit better, it wouldn't be that horrible. The texture just is, it's really the overwhelming texture of this thing that makes it unappealing. Again, it's kind of a grainy Play-Doh type texture, but the flavor isn't horrible. It's mainly cheese that's the overwhelming flavor there. Another bite with the salsa verde. Alright. Certainly doesn't need any salt. Actually, the salsa is kind of salty itself. But I can't I can't stress to you enough the just rubbery, Play-Doh-y type of texture there. That's just really unnatural. This is the best part of the whole thing, is the granola with the blueberries. That's very tasty. We'll finish up with the chiclets. Again, these are from 2008, so they should be fine. Looks like there's some splitting of the candy shell there. It might be a little hard. Nope. It's soft, normal, minty. Not bad at all. Alright, so this has been one I'd been looking forward to for a while and didn't really disappoint. This was Menu 4, Cheese and Vegetable Omelet. I sincerely enjoyed doing this one. And again, I appreciate Rattattoo for sending me this case of MREs. I'd been looking for this one for a long time and hadn't been successful at all, so glad it was in there, glad I got to review it, and I hope everybody enjoyed the video. So thank you again to all my supporters and all my viewers and subscribers, as well as my fellow YouTube MRE review community and MREinfo.com. So that's it. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.